Benson for the point. Back to better through the block and down. And goal. Back to pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome this Thursday evening to Lisbon High School, home of the Lisbon Broncos, as they take on the EKM, that's Edgeley, Colm, Montpelier, the EKM Rebels. My name is Will Thompson. It's homecoming week in Lisbon. This is the second home match for the Broncos so far this week. Tuesday we were here as well, as the Larimore Litchfield Marion Lobos won in 3 straight sets. That was a very good Lobos team. We'll talk about that match and more as we look back at the schedules after this break. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event. Once again, my name is Will Thompson, broadcasting here from Lisbon High School for our high school volleyball game Thursday night on your live event. We'll be right back after this break.
Should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Golson at 701-683-4713.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsborough, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
We're back here in Lisbon, North Dakota for volleyball, Class B volleyball on a Thursday night. It's homecoming week again in Lisbon. We'll have a volleyball game here tonight, and then tomorrow night, high school football homecoming game against Oaks. That'll be a big game, Lisbon versus Oaks tomorrow. But tonight, we have got volleyball. So let's take a look back at the Lisbon schedule. So on the season, Lisbon is 1-4 in Region 1 play and 3-12-1 on the season total. Last 3 matches have all been losses for the Broncos. In fact, they've been 3-0 sweeps. Tuesday, that game against the Lobos was a 3-0 sweep, but a lot of promise shown by the Broncos in the 2 sets that followed the opening set. Opening set, they gave up a big early lead at one point, down 1 to double digits. Lost that first set 25-5, but after that, they came back and started to go shot for shot with the Lobos. Those final 2 sets ended up being 15-25 and then 17-25. Most of the final scoring in that set came after some timeouts interrupted the flow between the two teams. Today, though, Lisbon taking on the EKM Rebels. EKM is 1-3 in Region 3 play, 2-5 overall. They snapped a losing streak of 5 matches last time out, looking to build on a little momentum there. 2-5, they've played a noticeable less amount of games than Lisbon at 3-12-1 overall. Lisbon has the edge in that regards. This EKM team, also a young team. We'll get the starting lineups here after a break. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
We are back here in Lisbon. Let's get the Dollars for Scholars sponsor for the night. The Dollars for Scholars sponsor for tonight's volleyball game match is Ryan Dahl, DDS. Lisbon's Dollar for Scholars was started 29 years ago and has presented scholarships totaling $850,000, 360, to graduating seniors from Lisbon High School. Thank you, Ryan Dahl, for your continued support of the Lisbon's Dollar for Scholars. Let's get the starting lineups here tonight for the Lisbon Broncos. They've got sophomore middle hitter Kyra Heckrell, number 1. Number 2, Kaya Sweet, the sophomore defensive specialist. Another defensive specialist in sophomore Ella Tui. Number 3, right side hitter, 6-foot senior Cheyenne Waltzeko, number 7. Taylor Gilbert, the senior outside hitter, number 8. And finally, Aisha Sweet, the senior setter, number 10. We'll be back to serve first. For the Rebels, a younger team, they've got sophomore Tiana Wald, outside hitter, number 2. Freshman Libby Mathern, number 5. Libero, senior, number 6. Kenya Musland. And now we will get the national anthem sung by sophomore Tegan Jordan. Finishing off the starting lineup, Emily Kinsler, Sydney Carlson, Reagan Teskey, and Grace Irie, all seniors, except for Grace, the sophomore middle hitter. So we'll take a quick break here, and then we will be back for the start of this one here in Lisbon. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
And we're back here just about to get things kicked off for the first set as each team circles, hyping each other up, looking for a quick start to this match. Referees get everything set here. Officials Teresa Anderson and Shelby Olson, and line judges Tyler Anderson and Andy Burcham will be our officiating crew today, as the Rebels will start with the first serve. It'll be Sydney Carlson. Serves it deep to the back line. Kyra Heckrell able to get it over for the Broncos. Returned back. Broncos able to set something up. Hard hit from the outside. Able to be sent back over by the libero. And that will be the first points of the day for the Rebels. So getting a little lucky was the libero. Molstad gets the point though. Makes it difficult to return it. Broncos set it up. Heckrell in the middle. Mishits it. And the mishit from Heckrell gives another point to the Rebels early here. Served right into the heart of the back line there, setting it up on the near side this time. Unable to be handled by the libero, Mosland. And well, let's go on the outside for Lisbon. Will get them their first points of the day. Lisbon sets it up as Heckrell delivers it softly across the line to the side there. Diving was Regan Teskey, unable to get to it though. Excellent job after several stronger attacks to start this one. Brings it in with the softer stuff, able to deliver. It'll be the Rebels that are able to put something together and get it across. Great dig there on the far side, Tiana Wald. But that will not be able to be contained as it gets too far out of bounds. EKM can't handle it anymore. It's now 3-2. Lisbon leads in this one. They deliver it right to the libero, Molslad. So we're back up. Little technical difficulties with the camera. So point goes to Lisbon. Back to serve is Sweet. They set it up strong on the outside, but Heckrell denies them that one. Set up nice and well by Emily Kinsler. Able to deliver it, a strong hit, but Heckrell able to deflect it. The libero takes it for the Rebels. Set up right at the ribbon, a little bit of a clash. Now deep into the back line of the Rebels' territory as they're able to get it over. Dig goes a little awry, and they just have to get the free ball over, and that's too strong. Lisbon looking good, but Lions sends it too strong. It's now 5-3. Back to serve is Teskey for the Rebels. She serves it right into the net, and that'll be another point for the Broncos on the service error. First real error that we've seen here today. Certainly the first on the serve. So back to serve is DePlazis. DePlazis digs it there. Able to get back in and sent over. Rebels able to set something up, but Heckrell sends it back there. Rebels can't do anything with the light return. Not a heavy block, just a nice tap back by Heckrell. Rebels can't handle it. Good dig. And off of Heckrell's hands, it'll go out of bounds. It'll be the Rebels' point. Heckrell able to get into a nice position, just couldn't quite deflect it back over the net. It'll be out of bounds. Back to serve is the libero, Molslad. Heckrell sets it up on the outside, just pushes it over into the prepared Rebel defense as they set it, bring it across the middle now. Hit from the middle. Nice and easy set by Heckrell from the middle. Finds the soft spot on the near side, and it'll be 8-4. Lisbon on a nice run here to start the match. A little bit of back and forth, but Lisbon certainly showing a certain level of domination early on here. As they challenge the libero in the back line. They set it up in the middle. A strong hit up the middle, and that will be good. Grace Irie with an excellent hit from the middle to the back line. And that will get a point on the board for the Rebels. Rebels sticking with the Broncos here, 8-5. Back to serve is Kinsler. On the outside, it'll be a strong hit. Taken in. Heckrell able to handle it. DePlazis in the middle. Just sends it to the back. That will be outside, past the hands of Emerson Schultz, and on to the out-of-bounds territory. Lisbon will take the point. Back to serve is Aisha Sweet. Letting the line get set up as Waletsko checks in, getting everything set up on that front line. Good dig on the near side by Teskey. Able to get it over. And a nice kill by Clarissa Hoffer in the middle. Delivers the hammer off the hands, and nothing that EKM can do about it. So it'll be 10-5 early here in this first set. Aisha Sweet serves it. A little bit of a tussle at the line as Clarissa Hoffer just gets it a little bit past Grace Irie. And it'll be another easy point for Lisbon. Now 11-5. Still serving is Aisha Sweet. Mathern on the outside. Heckrell just sends it over free as they start setting it up. Libero sets it. That'll go right into the teeth of things as Libby Mathern, the freshman on the outside, denies that. 11-6. Back to serve is Tiana Wald. Lisbon sets it up from the outside. Excellent dig, but it can't get containment. So in back to serve for Lisbon will be Ellie Tui. Serves right into the middle. They have to send it over from the back line, do the Rebels. Heckel sets it to Woletsko, who delivers a strong enough hit off the hands of the front line. It'll be another Lisbon point, and we'll get a timeout. The Rebels will take a timeout, and with them, we will also go to break. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country, experts in every field.
Abuse can affect anyone.
Whatever. And we are back. Lisbon Broncos lead 13 over the EKM Rebels 6. Tui back to serve. Delivers it right into the middle of the libero. Set it up. Hit from the middle. Received by Heckrell. Works its way to the outside. Bit of back and forth here. As Teskey delivers the kill. Lisbon unable to handle it. 13-7 now. And back to serve is Irie. Serves it right into the net. It'll be 14-17 now. Rebels unable to spark any sort of a run, really letting the Broncos control things. Sweet back to serve. And they can't handle it, can't set anything up off the great-looking serve from Sweet. I don't know if you'd really call that one an ace, but there were no errors. They just couldn't quite set it up. As that will be a service error for Sweet. Serves it too far along the outside, 15-8. Lisbon gives up possession. Now we see Sydney Carlson check in for the Rebels. She'll be back to serve. That'll be out of bounds. And another point for EKM. And that'll be a service error. Lisbon receives another point. In comes Ariel Lyons for Lisbon. She'll go back and serve. And that'll be right off the hands of Reagan Teskey. Nothing that she can do about it. It goes right behind her. Another point for Lisbon. So now 17-9 early here in the first set. That'll go right off the hands of the libero Musland. Unable to handle it. Another quick point for Lisbon, 18-9. Another serve right at the libero, and she can't handle it. Musland not having the most success against Ariel Lyons right now. That's 3 straight right to her, unable to handle it. And Lyons unable to get this one over the net. It'll hit off the ribbon. It'll be the Rebels' ball. Back to serve for the Rebels is Teskey. Delivers it to the back line. Heckrell slams it down, unable to handle it. A couple of Rebel players. It'll be 20-10 now on the kill by Heckrell. Lisbon's ball back to serve. Vitaplazis. So that's served right into the net. So now 20-11. Rebels will serve. Back to serve is the libero Moslind. She delivers it right into the middle on the back line. Oh, nice looking trickery there. Able to be read though. Another soft throw over by Aisha Sweet. And that one will be out of bounds. Mathern on the near side tried to thread the needle. Unable to do so though. So 20-12 is what the scoreboard reads here in the stadium. Heckrell back to serve for the Broncos. Serves it closer to the near side here, but they take it to the far side. Set up on the outside is Emily Kinsler, who delivers the kill. 13-12. The Rebels are back to serve. It's Kinsler. This goes off the hands of Duplazis. Also there was Lyons. So another point. 20-13. Heckrell sends it right to Mathern, who slams it down quickly. Lyons unable to react to the set right into her face. And now the Rebels have got a bit of a run going here. Lucky roll off the ribbon. Nothing that Lisbon can do about it. Aisha Sweet tried to get a handle of it, but that lucky roll was too much. It'll be 20-15 as we take a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
And we're back 21-16. So we update the scoreboard here. Heckrell unable to handle a pass that we saw. Wall off camera, unable to keep it inbounds, and it'll be 21-17. The Rebels lead, or the Rebels trail here, but with possession. Emily Kinsler serves it right into the net, and it'll be 22-17. Broncos come close to snapping a 9-set losing streak. 3 points they've got to secure compared to 8 for the Rebels. Taking her time back there is Aisha Sweet. The senior serves it right to the libero, who returns it a little too far. We'll get a lift. It's not great receiving by the libero for the Rebels, as it'll be 23-17. Muslind doesn't take this one. Mathern instead sets it up. Number 8, Brakova, sends it right into the net, and it'll be set points, 24-17. Lisbon serves it a little short, and that's perfect as Reagan Teskey has to come up to get it. Can't get it cleanly. And the Lisbon Broncos will take the first set 25-17. So We'll take a break as they switch sides and be back after this. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
We insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
And we're back here in the second set as Lisbon serves it off. Lisbon took the first set, 25-17. First set they've won in 9 straight bouts. Lisbon will get the first point here in the second set. One to 0 now. Lisbon serves again. Right to the libero, Musland. Little trouble handling it. They just have to get this one free over. Set up for Heckrell, who serves it strong, but it'll go out of bounds, but it will be touched as it goes out of bounds. So that strength, able to freeze the back line of the Rebels. They get a finger on it. It'll be 2 over for Lisbon here. Served right to the libero. Handles it a little better this time. Now set up on the outside. Emily Kinsler hits it right into the pole, so that'll be ruled out of bounds. And another point for Lisbon. Sweet to serve. She serves it, and that'll be an ace under the hands of the libero, Muslin. 4-0. Lisbon on a big run here to start the second set. Another good-looking serve by Sweet, but she doesn't get a good roll off the ribbon. And that'll be a service error, 4-1. Could have been good if it was an inch higher. Would have been off the ribbon and perhaps could have gotten lucky. Lisbon can't receive this well. Well, Let's Go can't get to that one off the hands of Taylor Gilbert. So 4-2, Rebels. Back to serve again. Into the net. It'll be a service error for Reagan Teskey. 5-2. Lisbon leads early on here in the second set. Aerial Alliance back to serve for Lisbon. She gets it, and that'll go right off the hands of the libero, Musland, and fall harmlessly. Point for Lisbon. So I guess you would call that an ace for Aerial Alliance. This one handled by the libero Musland, set up on the outside by Mathern. DePlaza sends it right into a soft spot there. Excuse me, that's Taylor Gilbert, and as it comes back her way, slams it down on the near side here. 7-2, Lisbon over the Rebels. Good dig to get that one, but on the near side, Emily Kinsler sends it too strong, sends it out of bounds. 8-2. Lisbon opening up an even bigger lead as they continue the early run. Line serves to the libero, set up on the far side. Mathern received and set up by Lisbon. Now Mathern sets it across the formation. Coming up the middle is Heckrell. And they just have to get it over as they've used all their sets, and they do. Free ball. Libero Musland sets it up. Hit in the middle. Lucky bounce off the ribbon. Heckrell sends it over as they're out. And this will be enough to do it. Matea Mathern hits it right into the hands of her counterpart, Heckrell. And after a long volley, 8-3 now. Back to serve is the libero Musland. Aerial Alliance sets it. A little bit of a miscommunication. Both Heckrell and Aisha Sweet went for it. Heckrell ends up getting it. Sends it too long on the outside. It'll be 8-4. And Musland continues the serving for the Rebels. Rebels trying to claw their way back after giving up a bit of a run here to open the second set. Lions sets it. That's handled by both Heckrell and Sweet. Sweet knocks it up. Lions sends it to the other Sweet. Sends it across. And set up now on the outside. Emily Kinsler sends it right into Taylor Gilbert. And Kyra Heckrell gets between them, falls between them. 8-5. As Musland keeps the run going for the Rebels with another serve. They just got to get it over free. And they are unable to do that as Taylor Gilbert's pushed ball clips the pole. So it'll be 8-6. Musland serves. A little bit of panic from Lisbon, but they get a nice hit over. Taylor Gilbert serves it right into the teeth of things. Oh, and they can't quite handle that one. Ella Tui just able to stop it, not get much air underneath it though. That will be a point for EKM. EKM now able to tie it up on this point, 8-7. Massive comeback, but the service error will not allow them to have an opportunity to tie it. It'll be now 9-7. Lisbon will serve it. Taylor Gilbert serves it. We've got a whistle. Stoppage of play. I guess there was a timeout that was called. Well, so we'll get a reserve, and this time Taylor Gilbert serves it right into the net. Not happy with that. She gives possession back to the Rebels. And they'll return the favor. Emily Kinsler does the same. Sends another one into the net. Now 10-8. Couple substitutions. So we get Anika Brovaka in for the Rebels. Number 6, Clarissa Hoffer checks in for Lisbon. Service from Heckrell. Right into the near front line. They have to send it over free. Musland sets it up. And then on the outside, It's able to be handled by Aerial Alliance. Eventually Heckrell gets it over free. Muslin, the libero, sends it to Irie. A little bit of a collision in the back line. Lisbon able to recover, but they send it right into the net. Emerson Schultz can't get it over the net. A little bit of everything on that one. A lot of chaos. Both Heckrell and Gilbert seem to be okay. Heckrell receives it, sends it across. Right to Schultz. Gets it back in the deep corner. Muslin, the libero, sends it over free. Heckrell gets it up to Lyons. Strong hit by Clarissa Hoffer. And the spike unable to be handled. And that'll be a kill for Clarissa Hoffer. So Waletsko checks in. Aerial Alliance checking out. Lisbon back to serve. Waletsko able to get it across there. They like that far side on this volley. Set up now. We'll cross it back. Schultz. Muslin, the libero, sets it up on the outside. Handled by the backline Gilbert. That will be in bounds. Bouncing all over the place there, just waiting for the other team to make a mistake. Ultimately, Lisbon finds a soft spot. They serve off again. That's Teskey to Heckrell. Receives it on the outside. Schultz. Schultz hits it strong up the line and out of bounds, as it'll be 12-10. Lisbon now with a small 2-point advantage as the Rebels serve off to them. They got off to a huge lead, 8-2 at one point to start the set as Heckrell sends it to the back line. Irie sends it up. Teskey on the far side. Sent over free by Gilbert. Heckrell receives, sets it for Clarissa Hoffer, who sends it down, and that'll be a kill. Clarissa Hoffer doing the most work for Lisbon here in the middle part of this second set. Second strong hit from her. 5'10" middle hitter. Sent over by Gilbert. Gilbert with her eyes on it. Hoffer gets a lift. So it'll be 13-12. And now we get some substitutions. Rebels are sending in Kinsler. Also Sydney Carlson. Some senior leadership. Carlson will be back to serve. Heckrell receives it. Set up for Waletsko. Sets it down. Unable to dig it is the libero, Muslin, and Waletsko will get the kill. Clarissa Hoffer checks out. In comes Kaya Sweet. 14-12. As Kaya Sweet will be back to serve it for Lisbon. Muslin, the libero, receives it and goes back. It's got to be sent over free by Teskey. Set up for Heckrell in the center. She sends it strong, but able to block it are the Rebels. 13-14. Rebels trail. Back to serve is Teskey. Let's go. Muslin can't handle it. Well, let's go's targeting the libero here for the Rebels. So Let's Go comes out. In comes Aerial Alliance. She'll be back to serve it. Off the arms of Muslin, they go back. They got to send it over free. Mathern gets it over free. Will be sent up for Gilbert to push it to the younger Mathern. Mathern sends it to Lyons, has to send it over free. So both teams just trying to make something happen here. It'll be a jousting match by Libby Mathern, the freshman, and Heckrell, the sophomore. Heckrell will come out on top, 16-13. The small lead opens up a little wider for Lisbon here in the second set. Lyons serves it. Heckrell gets it, high points it there, sends it over. And now they can set something up. Back to Heckrell. Pushes it near on the far side. They'll bring it all the way across. Great dig by Sweet. Heckrell tries to save it, and they're out of hits. Couldn't quite get it back over. Emily Kinsler on the near side here. Able to find a soft enough spot in the coverage. The libero Muslin back to serve. She'll set it up again. Mathern sends it over early. Lisbon not expecting it. They'll have to send it over free. Hit up the middle is met. Grace Irie met by Gillespie, or excuse me, Taylor Gilbert and Heckrell, Kyra Heckrell. So 17-14 as the middle defense holds for Lisbon. This time Heckrell has to set it up there. Broncos middle defense been strong with Heckrell. Gets it across again on the block. Now setting it up is Schultz. And that will be in. Perfectly placed push right up the line. Emerson Schultz. It'll be 18-14. And we'll get a timeout with that. Rebels will take a timeout and we'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
18-14, the Lisbon Broncos lead over the EKM Rebels here in the second set. Lisbon won the first set, 25-17. Went out to a big lead early on in this second set, 8-2. Allowed the Rebels back in to tie it a little bit, a couple times, twice to be exact. But that hasn't mattered when Lisbon's been able to put the pedal to the floor. They've gone on some runs here, now lead by 4, and they will have the serve. Back to serve is Taylor Gilbert. Muslin, the libero, gets a little high on her, and they'll call that a lift. So, 19-14. Lisbon getting close to securing a second set here. 5-point lead. A little bit of a miss hit. It's forced to send it over. Lisbon sets it up. They push it over, and that will not be handled on the outside by Teskey. So 20-14. Lisbon serves it right into the middle. Set up here. Sent over by Kinsler. Libero Muslin receives it, set it up for Mathern, and Heckrell sends it right back into Mathern's face, 21-14. As Lisbon dominates this closing volleys of the second set here. That won't even get over the net as Emily Kinsler gives it her best effort, 22-14. Ariella Lyons, or Gilbert, excuse me, serves it. Emerson, Schultz, and Heckrell there to clean it up. Make sure nothing's going afoul on that near side at the net. 23-14. So the Broncos on a big run here, and they keep it going. Mathern sends it right into the pole. 24-14 set point. So coming out of the timeout, Lisbon has flipped the script from Tuesday as they go on a huge run out of the timeout. Cautiously, Lyons sends it to Heckrell. Great pancake dig by Muslin, the libero, as they get it back over. Now Lisbon has to send it over free. Muslin, the libero, setting it up. On the near side, or far side is Mathern. Sweet receives it. Heckrell pushes it up. And Emerson Schultz will just tap that over, and they make a mistake. The Rebels can't handle it. 25-14, 7-point run to finish the second set as the Lisbon Broncos lead 2-0 over the EKM Rebels. They'll switch sides and take a break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know.
We're back here. That'll be out of bounds. No, they'll say that's inbounds. A service ace here, kicking this third set off quickly. 2-0. Rebels lead here in the third set. They lost the first two sets, 25-17, then 25-14. And they send this one right into the net, and they'll send the ball over to the Broncos. Broncos won those first two sets by getting out to early leads, big runs to start the game, but also sustained runs throughout those first two sets as Muslin, the libero for the Broncos, or for the Rebels, can't handle it. Broncos score another point, 2-2, tied here early on in the second set. Ariel Lyons back to serve for Lisbon. On the near side, a strong crossing hit by Emily Kinsler. It'll be 2-3. Rebels gonna need to get out to a quick start here in the third set. Give themselves some space. Gotta come down two sets as the Broncos were able to handle that one and get it back over. Ariel Allianza sets it to Heckrell. Off the hands of Wald and falls for the kill. 3-3, tied again here. Early on in the third set. Back to serve, Taylor Gilbert. Set up, crossing hit by Areola Line, by Aisha Sweet. He can't handle it that time, and it'll be down for a point for the Rebels. 4-3 now, back to serve, Muslin the libero. Serves it right into the middle of the defense. Aerial Alliance hits it and bounces off the net, falls on their own side. Rebels take another point here as they look for a run. Muslin serves it up the far side there. Sent over by Wald. Lyons sets it up. That'll be knocked down at the net by Emily Kinsler. Now 6-3. Biggest lead of the night for the Rebels. As Muslin continues her good serving, serves it to Lyons in the back line. Set up for Heckrell, who crosses a beautiful one right in the corner for the kill. Nobody was able to even get near that one. She found the perfect lane to send it cross court. And Heckrell back to serve now. Pushes it up this near side. Sent over by Wald. Lyons unable to handle the set over to her as they send it backwards, and that'll be a Rebel point. 7-4 now. Back to serve is Emily Kinsler. Serves it right into the middle, and they'll call that a push. Can't believe it. Gilbert can't believe it. 4-8. See if they go right at Gilbert again. Might be a little shaken after that push. She sets it instead of, that'll be a pancake. Excellent work by Emily Kinsler. Swung hard at the line, Clarissa Hoffer, but they get it right back in her face. There's Tiana Wald. That'll be a point for the Rebels, 9-4. So Kinsler dominating here in several regards. They send it to the near side here. Great dig, but not well enough. That was Tiana Wold, crossed it for an excellent dig, couldn't handle it after that. So it'll be 10-4 as a timeout is taken. We'll be right back. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
How long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
4-10. Lisbon trails in this third set to the Rebels, but overall on the scoreboard 2-0 in sets. Lisbon leads, but the Rebels able to put something together here in this third set. Quickly out to a 10-4 lead. Going on a big run. They still have the serve, Emily Kinsler. She and Kiana Muslin have been the two servers so far, as that'll be an ace. Gilbert unable to handle it in the back, and she'll come out. In comes Emma Gillespie, the libero. So Lisbon looking to switch things up here. Gillespie sets it for Heckrell. She's able to deliver it from the back line. Excuse me, as my voice cracks. From the back line, she delivers a strong one. A little cross there. 5-11. Back to serve is Aisha Sweet. So Lisbon Broncos bring in the libero. Now they bring in, well, let's go. Going with a little more traditional set here, looking to spark something. And they push that way too far, way too far. Anuka Rovaka sends it too far. 6-11. Mishandled by Abby Mathern. The setter unable to handle it. Now Lisbon's coming back in this one, 7-11. Door's been opened for them. Libero able to not quite handle it. We'll call a push on the libero. So 7-12. Broncos get a couple points back, narrow it a little bit. Back to serve is Tiana Wald. They'll say that one's in. It was very close by my eyes, but the Rebels will get the point. Tiana Wald looking to repeat that ace. Sets it up. Clarissa Hoffer delivers a strong hit. Able to be handled. They send it over free. Irie sends it over free. Well, let's go. Sends it to the back line. Moslin gets it. And that will be pushed too far. Abby Mathern trying to go over early. Dump it off. Puts it too far out of bounds. So that'll be an ace. Emerson Schultz goes back to serve. Serves it where only the front line can get it, and they can't do anything with it. 9-13 here. Emerson Schultz serves it Tiana Wold. Set up. Mathern sends it across the back line now. Miscommunication. Heckrell and Gilbert. Excuse me. Unable to get on the same page. Thule will check in for Emerson Schultz. 9-14. That'll bounce off the pole. Unable to finesse that is Taylor Gilbert. 9-15. That'll be an ace for the defensive, or for the middle hitter, excuse me, Grace Irie. 9-16. Rebels open up a lead that they haven't enjoyed yet. 6 or 7 point lead. Well, let's go. Sends it. Is there a collision? They're able to get it across. Can the Rebels get set up again, though, after a bit of a meltdown? Little miscommunication. They get it over. And that'll be too strong. Tiana Wold sets it up to Grace Irie, but the miscommunication has Grace Irie sending it long. 10-16 now. Back to serve. Kaya Sweet. She serves it. Taken by Tiana Wold. Set up for a strong hit. Muslin gets it back. Muslin setting it up, and they'll send it over free is Heckrell the other way, and they'll say that one is in and touched the fingers as well. 11-16. Excellent kill by Heckrell. Sweet back to serve. Has been trying to close the gap here. So that one will be out of bounds. Service error by Sweet. 11-17. In comes Emily Kinsler. And so does Sydney Carlson, the senior squad. 2 of the seniors that started for this Rebel team. Turn to the court. Carlson serves it. Sweet gets it set to Heckrell. Musland unable to make her way back to cover the strong hit by Heckrell, and that'll go down as a kill. 12-17. Ariel Lyons comes in for Waletsko, and she'll be back to serve. Right in the middle. Mathern sends it over. Heckrell sends it strong. Won't touch any fingers. They'll say it's out of bounds. 18-12. Heckrell's been pretty accurate with her hitting so far. When she hasn't gotten it to land in bounds, it's normally hit somebody's hand. Unable to do it there. Lyons sets it up. And that'll be blocked by Emily Kinsler on the far side. Nothing Lisbon can do about it. 12-19. Lisbon running out of room here, running out of points. But that will help. Reagan Teskey, the service error. Gives the ball back. Now 13-19. It's a spot where it's still anybody's game, but time's running out. Teskey sends it over free. Lyons sets it up for Heckrell, who pushes it, finds the soft spot. Great dig, able to get it back over. And that will go off the hands of Taylor Gilbert, 13-20. Rebels doing an excellent job to stick with it there. Lisbon loses the focus. Musland, the libero, back to serve. That'll go too strong to Taylor Gilbert. 13-21. Now 4 points left to work with for the Rebels. Serves right into the middle of the back line. They send it over free. Sweets sends it over free. As they set things up, Wald gets baited by Heckrell, who sends it back over, and Musland can't handle it. It'll be off of Muslin's hands. Go way, way deep back there. So Heckrell with the kill. Heckrell back to serve. 14-21. Lisbon trails here in the third set. She finds Tiana Wald in the middle of everything. Wald pushes it over. Heckrell gets down to get it, but Schultz gets it instead. That'll be pushed right over there. Aisha Sweet able to give a little sweet tap to that one and get the point. Heckrell now back to serve. 6-point lead here in the third set for the Rebels. Rebels send it to the back line. Ariana Lyons sets it up to Schultz on the far side, who pushes it. That's a strong hit, able to be caught by Gilbert. And that can't be handled. So Aisha Sweet on the near side sends it to Musland, the libero. And they can't quite contain it. So 16-21. Heckrell serving again. Bit of a run here for Lisbon. Musland has to send it over free. And pushed over by Clarissa Hoffer. Strong hit. Emerson Schultz and Clarissa Hoffer say no, though. And we'll get a timeout. 17-21. Lisbon on a run. We'll get a timeout from EKM. We'll be right back. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
So 17-21, the Rebels lead here in the third set, trail 2-0 in the match, needing to win here to keep things alive. Lisbon Broncos looking to put things away, looking for a hot run out of the timeout like in that second set. Kyra Heckrell will be the server. Musland sends it over to Heckrell. Lyons sets it up for Schultz, pushes it over Musland. As Irie sends it back over, neither team wanting to make the big mistake. Heckrell pushes it to the far line. Tiana Wald sets it up. Strong hit by Clarissa Hoffer, and that will go down and be a point. Clarissa Hoffer making the first aggressive move of that volley, and she chose her time and place well. Tiana Wald will check out as Mattia Mathern checks in for the Rebels. Heckrell, that's pushed over by Emily Kinsler. Clarissa Hoffer pushes that to the back line. They can't handle it. Musland might have been able to let that one go, but she reacts quickly, gets her hands on it, and they can't contain the chaos that ensues. 19-21. Heckrell still back there serving. Oh, perfectly placed by Emily Kinsler. So the Rebels finally are able to set one up. They get a good serve that they like from Heckrell. Emily Kinsler able to deliver a point, and she'll be back to serve. She gets a lucky roll off the ribbon. Sweet gets it over to Hoffer, and that will be another lucky roll off the ribbon into the hands of both Grace Irie and Sydney Carlson. They can't do anything with it. So it'll be 20-22. We've got a bit of a barn burner here in the third set, what could be the final set. Lisbon looking to put it away. Sweet back to serve it. Strongness from the Rebels. Musland able to receive it. Emerson Schultz will send it a little too far. That'll be out. 20-23 now. Good decision from Schultz. It's a good spot to push it to. Tiana Wold will come in for Matea Mathern. Tiana Wold will serve. And Heckrell sees that all the way out of bounds. So 21-23 on the service error. Emerson Schultz will be back to serve. Hasn't done much serving here today, but that's a good looking serve. Gets it right to the libero Musland. That'll go off the hands of Woletsko. 24-21. This is the set point. So the Rebels will look to secure a win here and keep this one alive. Heckrell bumps it. Sweet. Clarissa Hoffer. And that'll be a push, or a lift, excuse me, by Clarissa Hoffer. So the Rebels take one here, and we will not have a three-set sweep for Lisbon, but they'll switch sides and try again in the fourth set. We'll be back. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
So 2-1, Lisbon Broncos lead over the EKM Rebels. Rebels taking that third set, 25-21. First set went to the Broncos, 25-17. Then they followed up with an even stronger performance, 25-14 in the second set, before losing a close one in the third. Broncos anxious to put this one away here in the fourth set. They're already out on the court ready to go. Been there for about 35 seconds or so. Rebels still talking things over. Able to avoid elimination last time out in the third set by opening a big lead. Headed up to 8-2 at one point. Lisbon unable to come back, although they got close, 25-21. So, the fourth set is where we're at now. Lisbon looking to repeat what's made it successful. Big opening runs, sustaining runs. Rebels not wanting that. First serve by Sweet goes right into the net, and the first points will go to the Rebels. Switching out is Tiana Wald for Matea Mathern. Serving from the back is Reagan Teskey. Heckrell for the Broncos gets it over. Emily Kinsler sends it strong on the far side. Heckrell will get it over again for the Broncos. So Mathern sends it right into Heckrell, and well, let's go. They'll call this a violation. Seemed to be a touch in the net situation. So 2-0 here. Service error by Reagan Teskey. It'll be 2-1. Out comes Well Let's Go. In comes Ariella Lyons. Lyons will be back to serve. And Muslin, the libero, can't quite handle it, but she gets it over. So Muslin sends it to Teskey, who sends it right back to Muslin, who gets it over, and it can't be handled by Taylor Gilbert. So now Muslin back to serve as it's 1-3. And they can't handle a good serve from Muslin. Can't contain it, Aisha Sweet. It'll be 4-1. As Muslin continues to serve for the Rebels, leading early here in this fourth set. Good looking serve. Sweet sets it to Lyons. A little bit of miscommunication. Heckrell and Sweet both going for it. This time Lyons will set it to just Sweet. Pushes it into the middle. Now Mathern. Received by Lyons. Dumped early by Heckrell. Great, excellent dig. Sweet to Lyons. Lisbon staying disciplined here. So is this Rebel team. Slam down Kyra Heckrell. Excellent volley by both teams. Able to stay disciplined after having to get out of position quite a few times there in quite a few variety of ways. Heckrell had dumped it over a little earlier. She slams it down early that time. No one able to handle it. So it'll be 2-4. As the Broncos look to set something up. Pushed there by Gilbert. Lyons sets it up for Heckrell, who slams it down. Heckrell getting a little hot here. Back-to-back kills, 3-4. Taylor Gilbert will serve. Pumped right over by Emily Kinsler. Aisha Sweet, or excuse me, Kaya Sweet can't get to it. So back to serve Emily Kinsler. 3-5. Taylor Gilbert bumps it up the side there. Set to Mathern, who pushes it all the way back to Gilbert. Lyons sets it up for Emerson Schultz. And they will say that Kaya Sweet touched that. She tries her best to get out of the way of a perfectly placed ball. Heat-seeking missile right towards her. She'll get just her fingertips on it when she gets out of the way. Emerson Schultz trying to do something with a misplayed ball. Can't get anything to go. 3-7. So the Rebels are looking similar to their last set. Building a small lead here. Heckrell slams it down as that's able to be handled. Muslin libero gets it in the back line. Oh, and miscommunication. Kinsler and Muslin both looking at each other. Muslin will take responsibility for it. She says, it's my bad, I'm the libero. I gotta have that one. In comes, well, I lost track of who was coming in and who was going out. Heckrell serves it. That'll be blocked by Clarissa Hoffer from the hit from Anaka Bravaka. That would have been the new one. Tiana Wald comes in now for McKenna Mathern. So 4-8. So that'll be too strong out the back there. 4-9. Tiana Wald back to serve for the Rebels. Got a nice lead here. Sweet fakes the set and dumps it off. It gets them out of rotation. Unable to figure things out on the Rebels, so 5-4. Or, excuse me, 9-5. Tiana Wald digs that. Muslin sends it up. Sent over free by Abby Mathern. Clarissa Hoffer delivers another strong one from the middle. Now 6-9. So this front line of Hoffer, well, let's go. Schultz, it's been effective. Set to Schultz, who's just got to bump it over there. Well, let's go. Can't quite get it up. Saved by Heckrell, and they get it over. And that will fall between the hands of Hoffer and Waletzko. Point for the Rebels. 10-6 as Grace Irie serves it to Taylor Gilbert. Clarissa Hoffer looking at it, lets Schultz push it right into a wall. Reagan Teskey not allowing anything by her, pushes it back 11-6. The Rebels lead here in the fourth set. Grace back to serve. Heckrell receives it, set by Sweet. Well, let's go, pushes it over. And able to make sure it stays over there, getting our hands up, blocking anything incoming. It'll be 6-12, and they'll take a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Gulson at 701-683-4713.
12-6, Rebels over Broncos in the fourth set here. 2-1 is the set scoreboard. Lisbon got out to a quick lead, up 2-0 sets. Won the first one, 25-17. Won the second one even better, 25-14. But they dropped the third set, 25-21, and now they're down 6 here. So they shall receive the serve. Heckrell pushes it right into the net. And it'll be 6-13. So the timeout for Lisbon doesn't get things going in their direction right away. Pushed over by Waletzko. Heckrell. Clarissa Hoffer strong, but too strong, as that'll go out of bounds on the back line. No one touched it, so it'll be 6-14. As the Rebels continue to roll here. Grace Irie back to serve. Heckrell gets it. Sweet. And Gilbert has to put it over free. in the end. Mathern sends it over to Heckrell. Set. That will be a kill. Well, let's go. Nothing too strong, nothing too soft. Just send it right at Wald. Tiana Wald unable to handle it. So 7-14. And that'll be an ace. A service ace. The Broncos cut it to 8-14. So Emerson Schultz gets it right off the hands of the libero Musland. And this time, instead of an ace, it's an error. 8-15. So lots of switching here now. We got Emily Kinsler, Sydney Carlson in for the Rebels. And Thule in for the Broncos. Well, let's go. Can't be handled by Sydney Carlson. It'll be 9-15. So there's still life. Clarissa Hoffer comes off. On comes Kaya Sweet. She'll be back to serve. She sparked some big runs here in those first two sets. Really deep in on Tiana Wald, who just does whatever she can with it, which is not much. 10-15. Kiana Sweet perhaps looking to go to that same spot. And that's a little too hard. Musland, the libero, watches it go out. So it'll be 10-15. In comes Matea Mathern, the sophomore. Outside hitter. So Heckrell will bump this one over. Set for Mathern. Strong hitting to the back line. Sweet eventually gets it up to Taylor Gilbert for the kill. So 11-16. Still close enough to be anyone's game. Run here for either team would completely shift the story of this one in the fourth set. Ariel Alliance serves it now. Mathern gets it to Sweet. Lyons sets it. Ooh, and Sweet can't handle it. 11-17. Little miscommunication. Couldn't get the ball from the back line to the front line. Kaya Sweet can't handle it. So Musland, the libero. And that's an ace right to Sweet. 11-18. Musland's serve is received by Sweet. Heckrell sets it up to Taylor Gilbert. Pushed over now, received by Mathern. Emily Kinsler pushes it to Sweet. Neither team wanting to make the first mistake here. Just playing strong fundamental. That's a strong hit. And they'll say it's inbound. Grace Irie takes the shot. And she's rewarded 19-11. We'll get a timeout and we'll be right back. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
19 Rebels, 11 Broncos. Broncos running out of time here in the fourth set. Rebels need to win or go home. Presumably they'll be going home if they win as well. But if they lose this set, they're going home right now. Looking to extend their stay here in Lisbon, leading now 19-11. The libero Musland will have the serve. Broncos looking to turn things around. Gonna need a big run here to do so. Musland's serve is Received poorly by Sweet. Now 11-20. So, Muslin serves again to Sweet. Gets it to Heckrell, who sets it for Gilbert. We'll get it back. Kaya Sweet sets it up for Aerial Alliance. Gilbert punches it right over there. Mathern on the far side sends it right into Heckrell. And Teskey can't handle it. 12-20. So Taylor Gilbert will be back to serve. In is Emerson Schultz. Strong hitting, good digging by Taylor Gilbert. Kai Sweet sends it over. It'll be Grace Irie. Lyons sets it for Heckrell. Off the hands of Irie, off the hands of Emily Kinsler. 13-12 on the kill from Heckrell. So, Taylor Gilbert will serve it. Ooh, bad timing from Kyra Heckrell. Rolling too much on the ribbon. Gets up there too early to put it back. So Heckrell trying to make up for things. She serves it into the net. 13-22. Miss received by Taylor Gilbert. 23-13. Has been running out of time here. Rebels are inches away, 2 points specifically from securing this fourth set. They bring in the libero, Gillespie, and it doesn't make much of a difference. Aisha Sweet can't send it over, and it'll be set point. 24-13 here. Service error by Emily Kinsler keeps the Broncos alive. Kyra Heckrell will be back to serve. In for Kaya Sweet is Clarissa Hoffer. Heckrell serves it up. Muslin. They get it over. Out of bounds. Not over here in the fourth one just yet. 15-24. Heckrell serves it. Teskey get it up the sideline there. Emerson. Couple of people running into each other. Mathern gets it over. Heckrell receives it. Clarissa Hoffer. That'll be off the fingers and too strong to do anything about it. 16-24. Bit of a run here at the end for the Broncos. Gonna have to be quite a bit of a run if it's not too little too late. Heckrell serves it. Good timing. Emerson Schultz saves it as they push it over. And bumped over. Free. They get a chance to do something, and they do. They call that one in. Clarissa Hoffer with the hammer. 17-24. Things going their way here at this stage. They gotta have it continue to go their way though. Served into the middle of the back line. Bumped up. Aerial Alliance sets it. And that can't be handled either. So this continues to be set point. Unable to put them away are the Rebels. Heckrell serves it. Sent over. Aerial Alliance sends it to Sweet. Heckrell pushes it over. Not quite where she wanted it, but that's okay. Is they'll get it over free. The libero gets it up. Heckrell sends it high in the air. Lisbon sends it over free. Broncos able to get the point as it's out of bounds. So 19-24. Broncos still alive in this one. Going on a 5-point run here on set point. Strongly delivered by Mathern. Hoffer doesn't get it. Emerson Schultz gets it instead, pushes it. They'll set that one up. Heckrell will get that over. Mishandled by the libero, Musland, and now it's 20-24. 6-point run by the Broncos. And they'll take a timeout. Crazy run at the end of this fourth set. One more point needed to put them away. And the Broncos aren't going anywhere. 20-24. We'll stay here while they take a brief timeout. Broncos don't need to talk about anything. Everything's going their way right now. It was 23-14 the last timeout. Went to 24. They got the ball back. All of a sudden, it's 24-20. Rebels are still meeting here as they put their hands in with 15 seconds on the timeout clock together. All they need is 1 point. Broncos have been perfect, denying them that point to this point in the fourth. 4 to go, 24-20. Heckrell takes that one. Lyon sets it up to Emerson Schultz, who finds a nice spot that'll be pushed over by, and that'll be another point. Oh, wow. This is a crazy run. 21-24, still alive. Heckrell serves it. They dump it. Oh, and that'll be it. That'll be it. Matea Mathern dumped it early. The libero, Emma Gillespie, couldn't get to it after the front line had a shot at it. So, we're all tied up now. 2 sets apiece going into the 5th and final decisive set after this commercial break. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. it's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
In Lisbon, contact Lance Golson at 701-683-4713.
So we are back in the 5th and final last set. Lisbon got out to a 2-0 set lead, looking very strong, but the Rebels came marching back, taking that last set after almost letting them back in. 25-21, Kyra Heckrell will serve for the Broncos to start it here, and that will be a point. First point now for the Rebels. Early 1-0 lead. Remember, in the 5th and final set, we only play to 15, as long as the winning score is by 2 or more. Excellently lucky roll. Oh my God, you can't get more lucky than that. Reagan Teskey puts him up 2-0. And she returns the favor, 2-1 on the service error. Gets about the luckiest roll one could get. It's called karma. So the Broncos get a great serve from Sweet. Muslin, the libero, can't handle the perfect ace. Now it's 2-2, tied up. Asia Sweet with another good-looking serve. This time Muslin able to get it up to the front line. Libby Mathern sends it. Too strong. The freshman hits it with a little too much sauce, as it's 3-2. Service error, though, ties it up again. 3-3. 3-3 in the set, 2-2 in the match. As close as can be here in this 5th and final set. Heckrell takes a jump back and gets it. Clarissa Hoffer slams it down too strong. 4-3 as she finds area past the back line. So Muslin, the libero. Senior libero serves it. Heckrell, the sophomore, receives it. They set it up for Waletsko, who gets it back to the libero. Mathern, right into Waletsko's hands. She sends it back, 4-4. Emerson Schultz now back to serve. Hit too strong by Muslin. Gillespie able to put it, or Gilbert able to put it over. Heckrell can't get it over though. Clarissa Hoffer watches it fall. 4-5. Ostensibly a third of the way through this final set. As close as close can be without being tied. Well, let's go. Sends it over to Muslin. Setting it up for Mathern on the high end. They push it back. Well, let's go. And Hoffer gets it down. Well, let's go. Sent it over. That got sent back. Hoffer says, see ya. 5-5. Back to serve is Hoffer. Off the hands of the libero. And she'll watch as that gets sent over free out of bounds by Abby Mathern. 6-5. Clarissa Hoffer serves it. Great looking serve. Libero able to get it up on the high side. Waletsko receives it. Bumps it to Taylor Gilbert. Muslin gets it as it gets set up in the middle for Irie. Bumped right in there for the point. Abby Mathern dives and gets it, but they can't get more than the initial little stop. We got a 7-5 score here. 7-6 as the service error saps the momentum from the Broncos. Anybody's game here, 7-6. Tiana Wald serves it into the nets. Hits the ribbon, but the bottom part of the ribbon, 8-6. In comes Aerial Alliance for Willetsko. Lions serves it. Musselin down the back line. She'll get back to it, send it over free. Lions sets it up for Sweet. Sweet gets it. Lions to Heckroll. Placed perfectly. Tiana Wall did everything in her power to get to that one, but it was set perfectly, and we'll get a timeout. 9-6. Broncos leading here over the Rebels in the 5th and final set. We'll be right back. After this, you're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
The crowd is roaring. 9-6 in the final set. Winner of this set wins the match. Lisbon Broncos with the lead and the serve over the Rebels. Serve it to Musselin, the libero. They get it up to the front line. Chaos ensues as Heckroll and Gilbert ensure the Bronco point. 10-6. 15 is the winning number. Tiana Wald sends it too hard, too far. Not today. 11-6. So Tiana Wald receives. As Grace Irie sends it to the back line. Tui. They get it up. Heckroll sends it over. Line sets it to Gilbert. Musselin the liberos. They get it set up to Reagan Teskey. Blocked by Kyra Heckroll. 12-6. Broncos close to securing the victory here. Tui able to handle it. Smile on her face. They send this one over free. Oh, wow. Sent over free, bounced off the line. 13-6. The Rebels watched that one hit the ground. Confident it was going to be out, and it wasn't. Musselin sends it up. Heckroll, as it goes backwards, Sweet just gets it over. A little miscommunication. Two people running into each other. And that finds a little bit of space. Taylor Gilbert, Kyra Heckroll at the net. Kyra Sweet unable to get in there. Close that gap. 13-7. Grace Irie sends it over. Sweet finds good placement. Heckroll sets it up, and they'll dump it early. Sent strong, but it's in. 13-8. The Rebels won't go away without a fight. Tui takes that. Is it sent over by Heckroll? No aggressive moves being made. That's kind of aggressive though, and it works. Kyra Heckroll dumps it early. She's found success dumping it off in that spot in this one, and it will be for the match. Tui comes out. Emerson Schultz comes in. Lisbon able to set something up. Lions to Heckroll. Slams it down. No good. Stays on this side of the net. 14-9. In comes Sydney Carlson. Sets it. Heckrell. Lisbon has an opportunity here, but they can't control it. Lions sends it over free. Hit at the net. Heckrell with the block. They set it up for Heckrell to just push it over. Couldn't jump and get anything on it. She'll get up to block there. And this one is set for Heckrell. And that'll do it. Kyra Heckrell's kill will end it. And the Broncos will win this one. 15-9 in the 5th set. They'll win it. Going the distance. Won the first 2 sets. Needed to go to 5. We'll get a recap of the whole game after a quick break. The Lisbon Broncos win this one in 5 sets. We'll be right back. You're watching high school volleyball on your live event.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
We're back. The Lisbon Broncos win in 5 sets. Was a well-fought victory. They took the first 2 sets. First set was 25-17. Started off with an early run, looked in command. Eventually would take that set. They did better in the second set, went on even bigger of a run before that third set saw them open very poorly. They were fighting back in that third set, couldn't come back all the way. 25-21 in the end. It was taken by the Rebels. Looked to seem to be a bit of life left in the Rebels coming out of that third set. The next set would be defining. The Rebels got out to a huge early lead. At one point led 23-12. Coming out of a timeout. Broncos would go on a huge run after giving up the point to make it a set point run. They eventually made it 21-25 again, second set in a row. But this time all the momentum was on their side. They come into the final set and get out to a decent-sized early lead after going back and forth. 3-3, 4-4. The 5-point mark, they get up to about 9-5. And that's too much of a lead. So they take that 5th set 15-9. So Lisbon will receive its 4th win on the season, now 4-12-1. And for EKM, they're now 2-6. Losing streak is snapped for the Broncos. We'll see them next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, they take on Enderlin in a tournament. Well, this weekend they take on Enderlin in a tournament, but Enderlin comes here next Tuesday before they go to Oak Grove. Some tough matches coming up. Win is certainly something to build off of going into those tough matches. Snap a 3-game losing streak, snap a 9-set losing streak, winning the first 2 sets, eventually needing to go the distance. The Broncos end tonight victorious. So my name is Will Thompson for your live event. We'll be back on Tuesday with Lisbon Volleyball. They take on Enderlin. But this Friday, which is tomorrow, the Oaks play Lisbon in football for the Lisbon Broncos high school homecoming night to cap off the week. There'll be a good Friday Night Lights game, homecoming game. If it was anything like this volleyball match, it'll certainly be a fun homecoming. Broncos win the homecoming Thursday, though, in volleyball. Once again, 3-2, taking that fifth and final set, 15-9. Once again, my name is Will Thompson, and you have been watching high school volleyball with your live event. Tune in for free whenever you want, whenever the games are on, and playback is always an option on YouTube and on our website. Once again, Will Thompson signing off for your live event. Have a good night, everyone.